A dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. Now a first carry from Giovanni Bernard. And that play will go nowhere, losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll be 4th down. Andy Dalton going to stay on the field. They're going to try and go for it on 4th down. Dalton here from the gun. And he's going to go down way back at the 42-yard line. Brandon Graham in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. The Eagles coming out as they get ready. Wentz now on 1st down. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. A gain of 6 there on 1st. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on 1st quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger game. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Working from the gun, Wentz. And this is going to be incomplete.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their history. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Dalton throwing on 2nd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. Brought in here by Tyler Eifert. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping them from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Now on 4th down, they throw the deep ball, but it winds up to be incomplete. So they take a big chance here in their own territory, and you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, you know, normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room? Because I think the team's going to look at him like, Coach, why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like the punter. I mean, what's going on here? You owe us some explanations.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. On 2nd down, here's Wentz. Flush to his right. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped. But I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
Even after the penalty, still a full 7 yards to go on 3rd down. Shotgun now for Wentz. Aguilar has it. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. The quick slant, good for a 1st down, a gain of 12. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Jay Ajayi, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with the battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how we're going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And out now, here come the Bengals. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Hey, get ready for something coming left.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down, keep the sticks moving.
A 1st down throw coming for Dalton. Buying time to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Fletcher Cox able to swamp him from that defensive tackle spot for a loss of 5. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Here's Dalton. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Green's first catch of the game. Good for a first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Mixon with a first down carry. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
We just saw another example of how the defense is winning this game. Really at the point of attack, the offensive line is just getting pushed around. I think now as a play caller, you got to give them a little bit of help. Maybe you keep your tight ends a little bit more. Maybe the running backs help you a little bit with the pass blocking. But you've got to help them get some confidence because you can't abandon the play calling right now.
And that one results in 35 yards.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
And they're going to get him down, but not before a pretty good run right there. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. On the toss, Bernard. And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Giovanni Bernard, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Bengals have got it back to a 1-score game. And, Charles, when you catch that toss going right or left, really, but right in this instance, do you go straight for the pylon? Is that where you're going?
Well, typically you want to try and maneuver people a little bit so you have some space to get to the pylon. So I want to make sure I try and move them a little bit to the inside, and in this case to the left, so I can get to the right side and get to that pylon and wink at it as I go by.
That'll be taken in the end zone. Gets around it. Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Now Wentz. That ball's caught. Aguilar right side. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. Wentz now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back to Cincinnati after this. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing on first is Wentz. Flushed out right. And the reception made by Alshon Jeffrey. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Here's Wentz to throw. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Geno Atkins busting through to get him for a loss of 6. Go. Now Wentz throwing on 2nd down. He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. Escaping the pressure right. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Wentz will try again on 2nd down. Dancing to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Carlos Dunlap able to run him down for a loss of a yard. And a play like that, with how far he had to go to make that sack, shows how athletic defensive ends have become in the NFL.
And not just athletic, this is coached in a big way. Run to the football at all times. How about him never giving up on it and pursuing all the way across the field?
Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack.
Here we go. Waiting. Great.
From the gun, it's Wentz. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And that one good for 16 yards and a first.
Run.
Into the red zone. Wentz. He shakes him off. But in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down. And for the defense, their 3rd sack of the game.
That number tells you that they're starting to put it together with their defensive game plan. They're starting to feel pretty good about what the offense is doing, bringing the pressure at the right time, and putting the quarterback on the ground.
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Alshon Jeffrey in the final seconds of the 1st half. And the Eagles add on to their lead.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. Elliott now to kick this one away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Final play of the 1st half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10. The final act of the 1st half, Dalton eluding the pressure right. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this 1st half of play. So we've reached halftime here, and it's our visitors, the Eagles, leading this one. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the 3rd quarter gets underway. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the 2nd half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is a real, I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the 2nd half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Off the play fake to Mixon. This is Dalton. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Fletcher Cox in there to get him. His 2nd sack now of the afternoon. So the sack, and now it's 3rd and long for Dalton and the Bengals.
Heavy. 368! Heavy.
Out of the gun, it's Dalton. Keeps himself upright. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
I'd love to know what he's saying in the huddle now to his guys up front, because it's been a steady stream of pressure on him this entire game. That time, able to avoid the sack, but he's got to talk to his offensive line and say, guys, just a couple seconds extra, please.
Punting now is Huber as he sends it away. "51 yards on the punt there. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
20! Down and man inside, down and man.
Running game working, they'll stick with it on 1st down. And he's going to be brought down at about the 33-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Ram!
And on the ground they go with a running back. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
3rd quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Great.
On 1st down, Wentz. Flush to his right. Looking for Aguilar, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 18. And I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
So here's Dalton and the Bengals now, 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Their D gets the INT. Now what can Dalton do? Flushed out right. He's going to air it out deep for Green. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Play action here with Dalton. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. He was looking for his favorite target, A.J. Green, that time. 3rd down here. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
368!
Third down, a shot here for Dalton. Going for the deep ball. And a shot taken on third down, unsuccessful. Fourth down now.
Well, we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off.
Hey. 4 down.
So they are going for it. Now Dalton. He's got his man here. It's Green. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the fourth down play to result in 23 yards. Dalton, 1st and 10. Complete to the right side. It's Eifert. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 23 yards on the play. Dalton operating in the red zone now. Steps away to his left. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Boyd. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and you can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal. And Dalton to throw. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Tyler Eifert from a yard out. And the Bengals able to get this back within a touchdown. Bullock good on the extra point. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. Bullock out now to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Oh, look at the juke. And he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does, depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense.
And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Geno Atkins in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Wentz to throw on 2nd down. Hurts over the middle. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one goes for 24 yards. Wentz now on 1st down. And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. Geno Atkins able to disrupt yet another pass play. His 3rd sack of the afternoon. On 2nd down, here's Wentz. Caught right side Tate. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. Wentz going to try and throw on 3rd. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. And there, the defense won the battle. Escaping the pressure right. And that one knocked away and incomplete. Nice job defensively on what will be the final play of the third quarter. So here's Dalton and the Bengals now, 1st and 10 at the 34.
Lead! 368!
Dalton here from the gun. He sets to fire, and that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A big play there. 66 yards. And the Bengals have taken the lead here in the 4th. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And that will make this a 4-point game. Bullock out now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover.
Trey 15! Trey 15!
Wentz now on 1st down. And will be wrapped up around the waist and pushed down. Geno Atkins. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Trey 15!
Shotgun now for Wentz. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. The Eagles on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Working from the gun, Wentz. Eluding the pressure right. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
The Eagles send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play.
Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Chris Long in there to get him for what will be a loss of 13 yards. So the sack, and now it's 3rd and long for Dalton and the Bengals. From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. Voids the target, and he hands it over the middle. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Now they'll get 15, but that won't be nearly enough. It's 4th down. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
Marvin Lewis tries for it, but comes up empty. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. Throwing on first is Wentz. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off at the 36. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. So here's Dalton and the Bengals now. 1st and 10 at their own 43. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers. 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense. And this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Yeah, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it. And let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. With 5 yards on the play there, as the drive will continue.
And sometimes things come together exactly like you want. It's not just been the volume of carries he's had in this contest. It's been the production as well.
The 1st down throw coming for Dalton. Caught Eifert over the middle. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. And the Eagles are going to go ahead and take another timeout. That's going to be their 2nd. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning. And we'll be back. Here's Dalton. Forced out to his left. And that is incomplete. He was looking for Joe Mixon there out of the backfield. And it's 3rd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Passing, it's Dalton. Wide open receiver complete. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter.
Hey, get ready for something coming left.
Back to Mixon on 1st down. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Dalton with a give here to Mixon. Spinning away. Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4. Now the Bengals on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 7. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. Now Bengals on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 7. Play fake. Here's Dalton. And And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Brandon Graham getting him once again, his third sack of the afternoon. So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. But from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
He'll look to throw. Ertz has it left side. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14. They'll look to throw. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. I tell you, it has not been his best day throwing the football. He really needs to piece something together here.
All will be forgiven if he leads him into the end zone.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Geno Atkins in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll. Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he can't corral it. That would have wrapped it up if he'd been able to hold on. Instead, it brings up third down. They took their shot for the end zone, almost cost him.
And he made the right play there, knocking it away. But, boy, it looked like he had a chance to come down with the football. And if he does that, this thing is over. Instead, he leaves him out there with another chance.
He's going to let it fly. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Agreed, that's twice now in this fourth quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
Go. We're good.
Oh, passing it. Dalton going deep downfield for Ross. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.